at the end of the year. This is the last meditation for 2026 or 2025 before we go into 2026. I don't want to jump ahead too much. Wake up, we're like Rumpelstiltskin. So this last year has been very interesting. I was kind of trying to remember all the things that we had done this year, and Quentin and I, we were talking about it. It's like pretty amazing. He was telling me, he's like, yeah, earlier this year is when I did this, this, and this. And I'm like, that was this year? It felt like it was forever ago. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody else feels like that. It's like the things that happened in January are so far removed from where we are today. And granted, it's, 360 some odd days later, but I mean, still, I've really been surprised by that. So that leads me to think about, am I not paying attention to everything that's going on? Am I not like savoring each thing that's going on? Am I just kind of rolling through things? I'm a very fast eater. When we were kids, it's going to sound like an excuse, but I don't really care. When we were kids, we didn't have a lot of money, and so like when there was food, it was like you just wolfed it down and you ate it. Do you know what I mean? And everything had to be equal. How many peas did you get? How many peas do I get? You know what I mean? And everything had to be, nobody got more than anybody else. And and then like when you ate, like if you had leftovers, chances are somebody was going to eat them. So you ate all of your food because you didn't want to like miss out on your leftovers. I'm not making it like, I don't want it to sound like we were like wolves, because we weren't, but it was just like, it's just kind of like what it was. And then you couple that with the fact that my grandparents were Depression era people. And so you ate everything. You did not waste anything. And you were never, ever, ever to let your eyes be bigger than your stomach. So what that meant is if you put all that food on your plate, you are eating every last drop of it, right? And so there was a lot of that in my upbringing. And my grandfather, he would say things like, when I was a child, I had to eat the fat off the bread. My sister and I had no idea what that meant. Like we always thought, does that mean there was fat on bread when you were a kid? I don't know what that means. But what that meant was they were so poor that they would just get fat scraps from the butcher, and that's what they would eat. And then they would make bread and they would just have fat sandwiches. And so, it's just a really different world, And so we didn't waste anything, we didn't throw things out, and we kind of would move through things almost quickly. And so Chris will catch me when I'm eating. Sometimes he's like, "You're a good eater, babe." I'm like, "Thanks, son. I don't know how to take that, but all right." But it's because like I eat all my food, absolutely, no questions asked, and I do eat quickly. So when I'm thinking about all of that big, huge narrative to say, I don't want to miss out on like the flavor of everything that's happening just because I'm in a hurry to kind of go through whatever it is to get to the next thing, or kind of be in a weird scarcity mode that there's not going to be enough, or what if it's gone, or whatever those things are that follow through on that. And then when you start to see that kind of spill over into the other areas of your life, like not remembering what happened in January, February, and March, and it was the first quarter of the year, but I'm like, that is really crazy. And then here it is, Bunty's coming in 2 days. And I'm like, I feel like he was just here. You know what I mean? And so it just is this thing that just, we have to find a way to slow down and savor the moments and not live in that like, I feel like that energy is wanting to go away. I feel like it is. Everybody that was my grandparents' age, for the most part, they're pretty much dead now. Okay. And so like that Depression era energy is gone. And then you have the baby boomer energy, which is their kids. And that's a whole different mindset. And that's fading out now too. We're running to the end of that as well. And so it's like we have an opportunity to change the energy of how we see things and how we move through things. And it doesn't have to be attached to whatever those other ways of thinking that really are, they're stalwart, they're hardworking, they have a lot of really good qualities to them that I really appreciate. I think one of the things that I always appreciate about people is their work ethic. I tend to, like, even if somebody's kind of a jerk, I'll be like, if they're a hard worker, I'm like, you know, they got a really good work ethic. And I'll kind of focus on that. You know what I mean? I'm like, they work hard. And so I tend to kind of view the world through that scope. But that scope comes from that upbringing that I'm talking about, which is fine. You know what I mean? But so maybe it's time for us to like let go of some of, not the hard work ethic, don't misunderstand me, and not being wasteful, don't misunderstand me, but also that we can maybe look at the world now from a different lens as we prepare to move into this next phase. And remember, this year, the whole theme for this year was completion. And it's like, if there's something that we can complete and that we can let go of, and we can just say, okay, you know what? I don't need to live like that anymore. Like, let's do that, right? Let's say goodbye to that, close those doors, and then open up new doors, prepare ourselves to open up new doors. That's a better way of putting it. That are going to be more abundant, slower, a little bit more savory, you know? That sounds nice to me. And so that when I'm sitting on this cushion next year this time, it doesn't feel like all of these things just like flashed right by and I have no recollection of them. So that's my desire for this coming year. So, and it's a really a prayer, and that we can all just kind of like slow down, learn to savor the moment, and appreciate each part of each moment, and really incorporate it into us in a way that we're not like starving and looking for more, okay? Because that's kind of what happens when we are moving through things too fast. We wind up allowing ourselves to, it's like being nutrient deficient. Think of it like eating just crappy food. Like you live on potato chips all the time. You're not going to get the good calories in your body, and your body's not going to work properly. I'm kind of on this kick right now because I'm doing this crazy health thing right now. And so, but you know, I think of it like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So who has absolutely never meditated? Okay. Just a couple. All right. So you're good. So you got the wall behind you. So that's nice. You got the good seats. If and when our friend comes back, he scowls at people who sit on the wall because he misses his wall spot, but he leaves town enough that he doesn't get to claim it. Okay, so we're going to sit up nice and tall. If you are not comfortable in your skin, it's always good to sit in a chair. Don't feel like you can't sit in a chair. I hope everybody's phones are off, yeah? Okay, or on silent or whatever that means. And then we're going to just go ahead and shut the backlights off and just turn down the front just a little. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall because we want this central channel line to flow easily and smoothly. We're going to tuck our chin just a little bit. We tend to do something here when we sit up tall. We tend to like extend our chin out. And so we do want it to be tucked in. And then our shoulders back and down. Now you can have your hands palms face down. You can have your hands palms face up. You can do chin mudra with your hands if you choose to. You can rest them in your lap comfortably if you're feeling that feminine energy flowing through you tonight. Then your left hand goes under the right. If it's more masculine, your right hand goes under your left. And then your eyes just close softly and nicely. They are not slammed shut. And the jaw is loose. Sometimes it's nice to take a little bit of a wiggle on that jaw, especially if you have a whole bunch of stressful things in your life. It'll just automatically tighten up and you won't even realize it. And then just loosen up your tongue as well. You'll notice that if you have a lot of stress or tension in your body, either the tip will be like real sharp and pointed hard, like, pointing and stuck at the roof of your mouth, or the back of it will be really tight. So you just really want to work to loosen your tongue. And then finally, if you can, try to put a little soft smile on your face. The smile opens up these meridian points in your body and sends a message to your entire central nervous system that you are safe and that you are okay and everything is all right and working out. So that's important. So give that to yourself. And then just start to dial in with your breathing. They're really slow inhales and really slow exhales. Notice how the inhale expands your ribs and your diaphragm. Notice how the exhale just lets everything fall back down. Now, if you notice that anything shifted or changed with your chin, with your shoulders, with your jaw, with your tongue, with your eyelids, this is a good time to reevaluate those. Sometimes it's nice if you find your mind wandering to just dial into your breath by saying in on the inhale and out on the exhale. And I encourage you to let it be like a really soft, beautiful wave. You could almost feel your whole body fill up on the inhale, and there's like a rise to your spinal column. And then the exhale, and you just feel everything just kind of fall back in. And in, everything kind of comes up and expands. And the out, everything comes back down and contracts. If you get distracted or you think about something else, it's okay. I just want you to go back to your breathing. And remember, it's just in and out. Now that you've taken this time to just fall in love with your breath, I'd like you to just picture or imagine a little calendar in front of your mind at the forefront. We have December in front of us. We're going to flip those pages all the way back to January. And we don't need to remember any specific details about January. We don't need to relive anything that is not necessary. We're just going to say thank you to January for whatever lessons or trials or experiences we had, for whatever joy or triumphs or victories showed up. And it's just a simple thank you. And then we'll turn the page to February. And again, we don't need to relive anything. It's not the point. It's just a simple thank you for whatever we gained, for whatever we lost, for the differences that our life showed us. Turn the page to March. A deep, sincere gratitude for March and whatever came in and whatever showed up. The things that helped form the character of who I am. And turn the page to April. Honoring that month. The time that showed us different parts of ourselves. And then to May. More deep, sincere gratitude. and June. Halfway through the year, all the things that I've learned and experienced, my wisdom, the insight that's been granted to me, thank you. In July, the teachers that showed up in our life through small, insignificant interactions. August, being grateful for whatever abundance or lack showed up in your life. They're the same. September, thank you for all that came in, all that showed up. All that I gained and all that I lost. October, so much appreciation. For experiences, my own personal appreciation of different things, the lessons that were shown to me. And then November, feeling very mindful and reflective and grateful. And December. Taking time in this month to reflect over the last weeks of this year. Any new people that came into your life or situations. Any people that left your life. People that just passed through. And now we can say goodbye to 2025. We can't get any of those days back. Nor would we need to, nor would we want to. They're just experiences. without putting too much strain on it. Just set a really, really simple intention for where you want to be next year this time. Simple. Keep it simple. It could be, I just want to be joyous. It could be, I want to feel freedom. I want to feel more grounded. I want to feel more satisfied. And begin to break the concentration and allow movement back into your body. Oh, I love meditation night. I'm so grateful. There's really a gift in meditating in a group, really, genuinely. When we meditate in a group, we feed off of each other's energy. It's beautiful. It really is. You can't capture that any other way. That's why I always encourage people to try to come. It's good to watch it online, and I'm really grateful for that. But when we it's like we can hold each other. We can lock arms and hold each other, and we don't even realize we're doing it, okay? And so sometimes we go through really crappy things and we feel really sad and bad things happen to us and we don't know why. And then when we come here, it's like you don't even have to tell anybody what's going on in your life, and you can just be held by the energy. It's really nice, you know? And so for us to be able to come together every week and do this, it's nourishing to my soul, you know? So I hope it's the same for you guys. We have some announcements. The first thing is that tomorrow, if you are a yoga practitioner here and you normally take Nancy's sound class or Carlin's Iyengar class or the heated flow class, all three of those classes are canceled for tomorrow night because it is New Year's Eve. I normally don't allow us to do anything on New Year's Eve night just because I'm kind of a freak about traffic and people driving crazy and stuff like that. But Judy is doing a burning ceremony. I think it's already completely full, but I think that starts at 5. So I'm hoping that we get out of here before people get too jiggy out on the road. Then on Thursday, which is New Year's Day, we do a hot flow class at 9 a.m. every year. And when I say hot, I mean we get this room as ridiculously, grotesquely hot as possible. So if you like that kind of, action in your body, go for it. And come, Christina Rich will give you a really powerful class and it'll be amazing. And it's a good way to kind of finish, I'm almost thinking of it like a detox, right? I'm just out and this is it. And I'm entering into this new year, everything gone. So then at noon, we have Bhante Sujata coming. I think it's been 4 years and I feel like I finally said his last name right. So he is an amazing man. He is our loving kindness monk. And I saw somebody had one of his t-shirts on today. It made me so happy. So she's all ready and excited for Bhante to come. He blesses us every year. I mean that literally and figuratively, every year in January. So he does a New Year's blessing for us every year. He is from Sri Lanka. He is a Buddhist monk, He has a temple in Chicago that was a church that was donated to him. Well, kind of, sort of. I mean, there was still like a lot of money that had to go around with that. But he has one side. It's so sweet. Like he says that on one side, there is a big crucifix with Jesus, and then on the other side, there's a big giant statue of Buddha. So he didn't want to like dishonor where the church came from, and he wanted everybody to know that they're always welcome there, no matter what. So it's very beautiful. So when we do the New Year's blessing, it is $50. I have this calendar I goofed up, and I transposed. My dyslexia obviously works on multiple levels. So the New Year's blessing is 50 and his teaching is 45, and I put them on the wrong things. So I'm sorry. So if you see that and you're like, I paid $50. No, you were supposed to. It's okay. So we set up this beautiful room, and then we bathe the Buddha, and we like get this blessing, and then he gives us these bracelets, and like the bracelets are like monks working round the clock braiding these bracelets for like weeks on end. Like literally they just go in and take shifts, and they just keep on braiding these bracelets. It's really cool. And so it's just a lovely, very uplifting, very nourishing day, and it really is the best way to start the new year. So if you can go to that, I really, really encourage you to do that. Then just so that you know, the money that he collects from these events that he does all over the world, he travels more than he is ever home. And that money all goes to the incubator project that he has down in Sri Lanka. I think now he has a couple of different things that he's funding as well. But the main thing is always that incubator project. And there's so many preemie babies down there, and he provides, these incubators. Without that, those babies would just die. And I mean, he just really incredible what he does. Sweet, cute little guy. He'll warn you not to become a monk when he comes. It's really funny. Anyway, then on Friday we have the archetypal dance. If you have not gone to any of Christina Rich's archetypal dances, I strongly encourage you to go. There are only 2 left, and then we are taking a break, and we will not be doing it again for quite a while. So there is the one in January, and then the one in February, and then that's it. And then she has finished the entire major arcana, all 24 of them, and then it's over. So if you haven't gone and you want to get it on in that, it is the best, isn't it? You guys have gone, I've gone, it's fabulous. You're so sweaty, and you're so like, I don't know how to explain it. But she puts so much energy into those. I can see why she needs to take a break. She puts so much energy into those, and the research and what she teaches you, and she gets all kinds of fun little outfits that people can put on and be all crazy with little like things. It's just so good. And if you are looking to like get some stuff out of your system, it's a great way to do it. And last but not least, Nancy wants to have a sound bath she's so excited because it's like right at the beginning of the year and it's the full moon. And so there is a sound bath on Saturday night, and that is the wolf moon. So, and her thing is the resonance and renewal. So I do want to mention this. We got a little poster from the art gallery that's all the way down the street over here. The city has kind of like taken their little building away from them. They were renting it from the city, and the city just needs more space. Queen Creek's growing leaps and bounds. And so that beautiful little art gallery, and we had an art show here earlier this year, and this was one of the people that were there. And so they're letting everybody know that they're having a moving party on the 24th of January from 4 to 9. It is a free event, but they have everything at like 40% off, and You know, they collect supplies for the kids, so art supplies for kids. So if that's something that you're interested in, I have the little flyer here. I ask you to take a picture of it, and then we will post that on the wall. So, all right, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you.